Hi gang, I hope that you're doing well. We're going to do a lovely Pilates session today with, if you've got one, a long band. If you haven't, don't worry, you can do this as bodyweight Pilates only, okay? So don't stress it. Or you could grab something like the band from your dressing gown, or even a tea towel, or a regular towel that you're going to roll up, okay? So it's something that you can have. It's almost as a prop rather than kind of using it for resistance work fully. Pop that to one side. We're going to do a little bit of mobilization from standing, then we're going to be down on the mat for most of it. I want to start off without using the band though, just coming into a few half roll downs. So if you bring your feet underneath the hip bones, stand up, lengthen up nice and tall for me. Relax those shoulders, tuck the chin to the chest. Just feel that stretch through the back of your neck. And then slowly you can start scooping your shoulders forwards. Imagine that you're rounding over one of those big kind of gym balls. And just bring yourself down, keeping those kneecaps lifted, just to the point where you naturally stop, okay? So don't force it, don't try to go down any lower. And then slowly rolling back up again, all the way to the top, restack those shoulders. We're going to do this a few times, okay? And each time just noticing how your body's feeling. So where have you got tightness? Perhaps you're going, oh my goodness, my lower back feels super stiff. Or you might go, oh, that was a good hamstring stretch. Maybe each time you notice that you're coming down a little bit further. Just these few little roll downs are giving you a bit more flexibility. Or maybe you're going, actually, I really want to bend my knees and come down and bring my knuckles to the floor. If you want to do that, please do. So just a couple more times. Maybe you're coming up and you're going, oh my gosh, this feels really good. But as I come up, my body's telling me to take my arms wide. I want a chest stretch. The idea being that you're just moving in a way that feels intuitive to you. Good, come on up. Okay, so grab hold of your band on your belt. And we're going to take it out in front of us. We're going to do some really nice kind of shoulder mobilizations. You want quite a lot of length here, so hold it at the very ends of your band, just in this way. We're going to come all the way forwards and all the way back. Or as much as, again, as much as you can. If you're particularly tight through your upper body, you might get to about here and feel like, oh, I need to bend my arms or I need to do some kind of wriggling to get back there. If that's how you start, fine, but let's see if we can end up with this really nice, free, fluid movement. Good. Breathing through. And then we're going to come off on the diagonal. So you can lift that heel up a little bit on the opposite side to which you're stretching, just to give you a bit further reach. Should feel a nice little stretch just through the rib cage. And shoulders should be warming up a little bit here. Good, let's do one more each side. Perfect, give those shoulders a roll through. See what I mean, right? And then we're going to come around in a kind of circle, like a halo overhead. So just moving around in one direction. Obviously, if you're using a resistance band, you could pull that nice and tight, so you've got a bit of extra resistance there. But this is really mobilization. And then we're going to come around in the opposite direction. Lovely. Ooh, how good is that? 2 and 1. Keep a hold of your band just as you come back down into your roll down and give your arms a little shake off down here. Giving the arms a shake off, but really to open into the backs of the shoulders there. Good, peel yourself back up. Arm band belt comes up overhead. I'm going to give myself slightly less length here. And we're going to come into a little side bend, like we're drawing a little arch through the sky. Hips can push out, that's fine. You don't need to hold them still. Good. Perfect. Let's do one more each side. 1 and 1. Good stuff. And then you're going to bring that band all the way behind your back. Kind of make it as small as possible now, as little length as possible. Just squeeze those shoulder blades together and draw that band back with straight arms. Squeezing into the backs of your shoulders. Good. We're not hinging forwards, we're not sticking our bum out. Keeping that nice tall posture. We've got 3, 2, and 1. And release. You can untangle yourself. I always wrap mine around my thumbs for some reason. Pop your bands to the end of your mat. Bring yourself to the opposite end. We're going to roll down, we're going to walk out, we're going to come straight into child's pose, okay? So, at your own pace, take it down. Find that lovely stretch down on the mat. Taking your knees wider if you want to. Really try and relax your forehead down here. Good, and just pause for a couple of beats. Good, when you're ready, exhale up, all fours. Bring those knees back in. Take it in to some cat-cows. Feel like a nice stretch through the shoulders after we've warmed them up there. Good, and then release and swivel yourself around to sitting. Okay, so from sitting, nice and tall, shoulders relaxed, heels on the floor or bend in the knees. You're going to take your band or your belt, probably want to fold it in half so that you just haven't got too much excess flapping around. And we're going to take it out in front of us. So our arms are going to come out straight, shoulders dropped away from your shoulders. We're going to roll back, so pull that belly button in, roll back to your biting point where you feel those abs firing up. And then we are going to go into our canoe. So we're going to go for a little paddle through some beautifully clear waters. That's what I always envisage when I'm doing it. Pretending that I am on the water, which is my happy place. So you're just coming side to side. Maybe your knees kind of pedal slightly here. If you want to take it back further, absolutely you can. Increase the intensity through the abs. But you know what I'm going to say. You don't want to feel it in your back. So go to the point that feels okay for you. So we're just coming side to side. Again, nice smooth movements. Breathing through. Good. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. You can use your band or belt to hook around your feet and just pull you into a little stretch. I am super tight through my hamstrings. I've done a lot of leg work this week, so I'm not going to go very far at all, but it still feels like a nice stretch. So again, don't force it. Just go with what feels like a good stretch for you. Perfect. And release. Bend those knees. Reclaim your band or belt. We're coming back in. If you're not using a belt at all, obviously you can do all of these same movements just with your hand movements, or you can maybe grab a little lightweight. Nothing heavy, but just a little lightweight. We're going to roll back again, so belly button back, roll back to your biting point. This time we're going to do a lift and lower through the arms. So you're coming arms all the way up in line with your ears, nice and straight, and then all the way down to tapping onto your knees with your band. Good. Exhale up, inhale down. Good, guys. Keep going here. Got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more for me. And 1, perfect. Again, use your band to help pull you into a stretch. Into a release. Maybe you want to bend your knees and hug them in towards your chest a bit more. Good. Lovely stuff. We're going to do that same movement again, but I'm going to give you Oh, extra little brain work. So back to your biting point. We're going to add in a heel lift. Alternating legs. Maybe you feel that you need to lean a little closer up, adding in the heel work. Maybe you can still go back. Make sure that those arms are still coming all the way up in line with your ears. I want you to feel this through the shoulders, as well as through the abs, as well as through the thighs and the hips that are going to be firing up. Good. Breathe it through. Doing great, gang. We've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it into whatever stretch you want to. Maybe you want to come into wide legs again. Stretches, just be intuitive, right? I kind of eased you in with some lovely stretches here, saying, just listen to your body, see how it's feeling. Then we've gone intense with the abs. So take a moment with your stretches to come back to just doing what feels right. We've got one more that we're going to do from sitting, guys. So this time you're going to take your band or your belt. You're going to screw it up into a little ball. If it doesn't, again, just use your hands for this. In fact, I'll show you with the hands first. We're going to come back to that biting point. Abs are solid. And we're going to, if it's hands, clap through. So you're clapping through underneath. And if it's band, you're passing through the band. Exactly the same movement, just gives us that little extra focus. Option 1, bring the heels down each time. Option 2, keep those heels elevated. So it's more of, not a cycle through as such, but that kind of movement. So you'll find which one is right for you. This one's more intense. This one's still intense. Okay, good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, relax. Ooh, beautifully done. Take a moment. Always with Pilates, we think, oh yay, we're just going to do something really gentle and stretchy. And then you go, whoa, there's muscles there. Let's bring it down onto our backs, guys. Again, don't need the band for the time being. Knees bent, feet flat. Let's do a couple of lovely little pelvic tilts here. Get your positioning. Really, we were working strong into that lower back as well as the abs from sitting. So let's send a little love its way. Thank you for supporting us and keeping us sitting upright. I'll give you a cheeky little massage on the mat here. Good. Perfect stuff. Then you are going to bring in your band. Again, let's fold it in half just so we haven't got too much excess. Staying in this position, you're going to take your arms up overhead, directly above your chest, okay? We're going to exhale, lift the shoulders, and then we're going to bring the band behind our head, up and down. So we're staying in this shoulder lift. We're not coming up super high, okay? We're not kind of coming up into a sit-up or a crunch position. We've just got that little gap from chin to chest, so you're kind of not jutting your chin forwards, almost looking just to the tops of your knees and beyond. Good. Let's go 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax down. Keep the arms overhead with the band there. As I said, you could use a little single weight held in between both hands here if you wanted to instead. Hold this stretch. And then exhale, lift back up to that starting position. So arms above chest, shoulders lifted up off the floor. I'm going to give you some footwork to incorporate that. As always, option to keep one foot on the floor. This is what it would look like. Or, if you feel okay, up in tabletop, we do the same and we alternate. Good. Further away you tap the leg, the more intense it is. Keep it less intense by tapping closer to your bottom. You know this, guys. Good. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release down. You could bring your band or belt around your knees and hug them in towards your chest. Relax your shoulders down now. We've had that neck lifted for a while, so maybe you even want to take your neck on a little roll from side to side. Good. Release those feet to the floor. How are we doing? You're still with me. You're going to take your band now and you're going to screw it into a little ball. You haven't got something that will kind of squish up like this. You could use a cushion or just don't use anything at all. You're going to place your band between the very tops of your knees, bottom of your thighs. You're going to squeeze in. Your feet are going to become much narrower. Arms are going to relax down by your side. We're going to roll up into this narrow bridge, squeezing into the band and releasing back down, keeping that band from falling, okay? So we're working out into those inside thighs, pelvic floor. We're having to squeeze and hold that kind of pressure on the band so that it doesn't just pop out like a little chicken laying an egg. We don't want to be chickens. So keep lifting and lowering here, guys. As I said, if you're not doing this with a band, just bring those feet together. Imagine that you are. Imagine that you're squeezing in onto something. But it's not a super tight squeeze, right? It's just almost an activation. Good. Keep lifting and lowering. But now as you lift your hips, I want you to lift your arms and bring them up overhead. As you release your hips, release your arms back down. We come up. And we come down. Good. Beautiful stuff, guys. Keep it going. Can you feel your legs starting to activate a little bit here? Maybe into the thighs. Outer thighs as well, right? Do you feel? We've got 4. Good. 3. Lovely. Let's go for 2. And last one. Release down. Beautiful stuff. Okay. If you're using a band or a belt, you can use this now to support your leg circles. If you're not, same movement without, absolutely fine. You're going to hook one foot into your band. Take the other leg along so it's not in the way. And we are going to circle around. Circle around. So if you're using your band, your elbows stay on the floor. And we've just got that band there to guide us. If you're not using the band and you prefer to do this with a bend in the knee rather than a straight leg, if that feels a little more comfortable for you, feel free. We're opening up hips and pelvis. Come around in the other direction, same leg. Good. 2. And 1. Switching sides. So if you're using the band, step your foot in. Good. And we come out. You can make this a smaller circle or a bigger circle. I've gone slightly smaller on this side just because my wall is there. Good. Change direction. 2. And 1. Perfect. Step both feet into your band. If you're using your band, you can use it to pull yourself up to sitting. If you aren't, come up. However you can. We're going to spin around. Good. Seated cat-cow for me. Hands onto the knees. Release into the back, into the shoulders. Good. Feel free to close your eyes here again. Take it into some shoulder rolls. Good. Bring your fingertips behind you. Press your chest forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Take a nice deep breath. And then when you're ready, exhale around from the other way. Pull your belly button in around those shoulders. Curl that spine. holding here, and then exhale, release, guys. We are done. 15-minute Pilates with a band in the bag. Let me know how you get on. Let me know if you use something other than a band as a prop. But if you haven't got one, these things are cheap as chips. You can get a pack of 3 in different resistances. These are just Sports Direct. I think it's £9.99 or something for a pack of 3. So always worth doing, even if you're using them for stretches rather than workouts. Guys, thank you for joining me, and I will see you all on the next one. Take care.